Alright, I'm back. Welcome back to the channel. This is gonna be a quick one. I bought this Nikon Z6 about 2 weeks ago. It's a funny story because I was in between cameras. I sold my Leica M10P silver. I was trying to get a Hasselblad, but I wasn't really feeling that decision. So in the meantime, I needed a camera to do work with, and I knew I was going to need a camera to record YouTube videos with. So I had to make a choice. I had to pick between the Sony A7C, which I love because of the small compact factor and the flip out screen, the EOS R6 because of the flip out screen and the amazing reviews that camera's been getting, and the Nikon Z6 because it was the best value out of all of them. So I'm on the internet searching, looking for the reviews, deals, and then I go on Craigslist and I find a listing. A guy had a Canon EOS R6 for $2,300. He said it was just used once and he's trying to sell it because he didn't need it anymore. So I messaged him, we would text back and forth, and he told me he was in Milwaukee because his mom was sick, so I had to drive out to Milwaukee one morning on a Sunday morning at like 7 a.m. so I could buy the camera. I get there and he comes out with an Amazon box that was there was nowhere a camera could fit in that box. So I get up to him, I say, hey man, where's the camera? Let's do this deal. So let me see the camera, let me test it out, make sure it works. And he says, no, give me the money first, then I will give you the box. I said, that's not how it works. I have to test the camera before I give you $2,000. Come on. He said, no, I'm not doing it. And he just walked away on me, and I was so mad. Drove an hour and a half to Milwaukee from Chicago, and he was trying to scam me out of $2,000. So I drove back. I was just done. So I just went to a camera store. Went to Dot Camera in Chicago, and tested out all 3 cameras. So I tested out the 3 cameras I was really considering, and I always recommend that. Always make sure you test out a camera in person. Even if you're not buying it, test it out. Because when I actually tested them in person, the A7C looked awesome. It was small, it was compact, but the viewfinder was terrible. And for someone who does a lot of photography, a viewfinder is really important to me. It was so small you could barely see if your shot was in focus. It was tiny. The resolution sucked. Even the Canon had a nicer viewfinder than the Sony, but it wasn't as smooth and as big as I would have liked. But the Nikon's viewfinder was just whoa. The Z6 has an amazing viewfinder. It's the best viewfinder in this bracket. I know the Panasonic and the Leica S whatever cameras have amazing viewfinders too, but the viewfinder in the Z6 blew me away. And that was the deciding factor for me, just the quality of the viewfinder. And I also like the layout of the camera, how all the controls are set up, everything's at your fingertips. So I bought a Z6. I bought a FTZ adapter. It was $200 off, so I got the FTZ adapter for $50. I bought the Z6 for about $1,695, brand new. And then I bought a 35 1.8 that I'm recording this with, and I went back on Craigslist the next week and bought this, the Sigma 50 1.4 with the FTZ adapter. So thoughts on the camera? I like it. It's light, it's small, the battery life is pretty good, and the image quality is really good. I'm actually really impressed with the image quality. So I've only been able to do 2 photo shoots with it in the last 2 weeks, week and a half. So my impressions, the only thing I would say negative is the autofocus. The last shoot I did with the Sigma 50 1.4 with the FTZ adapter. First, it kind of sticks out, as you can see on the bottom, which is weird. I don't know why it sticks out on the bottom. Maybe that's what some electronics are. Oh, this is a tripod mount. Oh well, that makes sense. I was actually trying to mount it on my tripod. It wouldn't fit with the adapter. I just realized the tripod goes underneath the adapter. Oh well. I was gonna shoot this with the 50 just to see what the image would look like. I couldn't get it on my tripod. Wow, that was a brain fart moment. But so I'll show you pictures from my photo shoot I did 2 photo shoots. I actually used the same outfits for both photo shoot. The first one I did, I was trying to get for both of them, I was trying to get more of a tomboy look with a girl as a model. So I worked with this men's clothing line ESQ clothing here in Chicago. They do luxury clothing, and they gave me their suits, women's suits that just looked, they were so nice. And I had from the last Sunday I showed with Elena, a white girl, tall, beautiful, had her dressed like a man, acting like a boy. It was a really cool photo shoot. We shot downtown, it rained a little bit, then we went to Chinatown to finish out at night, did some shots at night, kind of just testing the low light capabilities. Autofocus was pretty good, even at night it was good. It just, the only thing I noticed was when you're at a little bit of a distance, they wouldn't find any faces. So the face detect didn't work after a certain distance. That was pretty much it. The autofocus. Then I also noticed, because I'm not used to having a touch screen for focusing, I kept activating the touch AF by accident. Then I'd be wondering why the camera wouldn't focus. I didn't realize that I had activated the touch AF. Then I also took a little bit of tinkering to figure out how to do the continuous face tracking. But aside from that, I don't really have any complaints. It's a small, I mean, at this point, I think in 2020, every camera you buy is going to be pretty good. It all boils down to all the little intangibles, like a viewfinder. Having a good viewfinder you like, having controls that you like, lenses that you like. For me, because I could use the adapter and use this 50 1.4 cost me $500. I'd rather shoot this. I prefer the image quality out of this than I was getting from the Canon 50 1.2 RF. Honestly, that lens really disappointed me for the size and price of it. I didn't really care for it. Maybe I got a bad copy. I don't know. I just did not like the image quality out of that lens. But this is awesome. It's sharp. Focusing is pretty good. I'm coming from a manual focus camera, so I manual focus anyway. So autofocus, I'm not looking for the fastest autofocus. I just need you to be able to keep up with, what I'm doing. I'm shooting portraits, I'm shooting models, So that's it works for me. I haven't shot the 35 because I ordered the 35 on eBay, and for some reason it took 2 weeks to get here. So I ordered the 35 on the 29th of November, and I got it on Friday, 2 days ago. So maybe it's because it's the holidays, things are taking forever to ship. So I haven't actually had a chance to use the 35 yet, but I used this 50 Sigma, and I really liked it. What else can I say about this camera? I don't know. It's a full frame camera, nothing special about it. That's the reason why I bought it, is so I could, if I needed to do I was going to do portraits, I need to do headshots for some professional work, I could use it. I know I always have the IAF. I'm always going to have all my shots in focus, because what I started noticing when I use Leica for professional work, I miss some shots because it's all manual focusing, especially using a 75 with a rangefinder. That gets tough, nailing focus. I mean, it's possible, but you're gonna miss some shots. So I have this just for when I need to have critical focus, when I cannot make mistakes, when it's serious work. This is what I'm going to use. When I need to shoot videos for my YouTube channel, I need a camera. That's why I haven't shot a video in a while, because I really didn't have a camera to shoot one with. After I sold my EOS R, I didn't have a regular camera, and the Leicas don't have video. The M10s don't have any video function, and I wouldn't use my cell phone to shoot a video anyway. So that's why I haven't really made a video in a while. So now that I have a camera that I can use, I'm going to be back making videos. So what do you guys think? Would you get a Z6 or would you get a Z6 II for the second card slot? Oh, one more thing. The XQD card on this thing costs $200 for 128 gigs. Kid you not, $200 for a memory card. That hurt. That one hurt. That one really hurt. The cool thing though is the card never has to leave your camera. So you can just connect the camera directly to your computer with USB-C. It charges it, and you could just transfer your files with Lightroom. You could use what's that thing that Lightroom has? Camera raw. You just transfer your files to the computer. So that you never really need a card reader. I bought one on Amazon for like $15 so I could update the firmware. But aside from that, you never really actually need to use a card reader, because you just connect the camera and boom, you get your files off the camera. So that's pretty good. It charges on, you can charge it, I like that you can charge it off your computer or off of a phone charger. I have a Google phone, Google Pixel phone, so my charger works on my headphones, it works on my camera, it works on my laptop. I could just use the same charger for all of it, so that's awesome. Yeah, so that's the Nikon Z6. Nothing special, nothing fancy. It's a workhorse camera, able to do the work. And if you need, if you can find a used one, that's what I should have done, but I was just done. I was just done trying to buy a used camera, so I just chucked it up and bought a new one from the camera store. So if you can get a used one for like, I think the used ones are on Amazon and eBay for like $12.90 something, that's an amazing deal for a really good camera. Image quality is ridiculously good. I really like the white balance. You always get awesome white balance off of Nikons. Super sharp pictures, good dynamic range too. I was able to pull some really, I could pull much better highlight, I could do much better highlight recovery on this than I could do with my Leicas, so that goes a long way. And the high ISO, I was shooting 1600 at night and it looked flawless. So I know I don't have a lot of photos so far with it, only 2 photo shoots, but they turned out pretty nice. So let me know what you think of the photos, let me know what you think of the camera, like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys in another video. Hopefully I should be doing some behind the scenes for some photo shoots this week and next Sunday. So keep an eye out for new content. I'm going to be trying my best to make videos as much as I can. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye bye.